I'm coming. I'm coming. Whoever it is. Somebody's here. Got a few people already in the comments. Might start early. Hello, everybody. What's up? What's going on tonight? It's Friday night. Another People in the Boxes episode. Got our friend Jason with us already.
Good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna find us a good cheering track one day. Get it in the StreamYard. But otherwise, I'm glad to see you, man. I know it's
Good to
been
see you, brother.
It's hard to do like any kind of work when you're on vacation, right? So like,
It's been interesting, that's for sure. Definitely been interesting.
when's the last time you went on vacation?
Everybody's been paid.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
can
can tell you.
say the last time I went.
Uh,
Hold on there, Joe.
Vegas a while back. A couple years back for Christmas, I went to Vegas, but it was only a 2 day, 3 day. Nothing like I'm on right now. You know.
Would you take 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, typically it's always been every time I've had a job where you get vacation, it's like a week at a time. So
Top pretty much.
that's definitely. Oh, trying to get
Yeah.
this put in the comments for anybody that wants to come up. Stoney will probably come up and he's a man of vast knowledge as well. But Stoney, we got to keep to the topic, buddy. Nah, he came up last time and he had direct knowledge and experience on the topic because he lives really close to the wildfires in California right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
My husky's just running around in circles. She's crazy. Oh, there's Melanie.
Oh, we got an echo. Get out close to that.
Down. Or mute me, whatever you have to do.
You gotta try to mute her.
She already did.
That shouldn't have. I hadn't even added her yet, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's because of how close it is to mine.
Okay. Bye. Kick me. Someone to kick me. It won't let me move.
There we go. That device ain't gonna work, guys. Sorry about that.
No,
It's
not
okay.
both devices next to each other.
Yeah. What's up?
Oops.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
okay. It's okay, Melanie. We can. I mean,
Apologies.
you could still sit next to him, maybe, unless he stinks. He might stink.
She wants her own square.
I get it. I do get that for sure.
I thought it would be easier for his show, but we can go ahead and say that.
I mean, you're right. I just, I don't know how else to get you in there, you know. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mill. We say our hellos. Hello, Nicole. And I think that was it. We got Miss, oh, watch out, boy. He's right under my feet. Miss Macy over there on Twitch. That's nice. All right. So we wanted to talk about. This is kind of, Jason. Would you say this is kind of an underhanded way to sneak in a talk about edibles and concentrates, or we're going to talk about other stuff? But
I think it's definitely a way. That's the way to go to. You know, I really believe that's the way to go for all the way around, even past home remedies.
I'm going to turn you down a little bit. Oh, I mean to mute you, actually. I'm just going to turn your volume down on my side. Oh, I have you way up. For some reason. That's probably why the feedback happened so bad, too. I had you turned way up for some reason.
Oh.
You must have been low at some point, and I had you almost cranked to the max. That's crazy. Anyway, guys.
But yeah, I think it's definitely the way to go for any home remedies is cannabis, CBD, you know, THC, all the way around. Essential oils and everything are great, you know, your regular lavenders and smells and things, but the way to go for your home remedies, even your lotions, your topicals, your tinctures, you know, it's infused with CBD or THC.
And that's like almost anything that's out there, home remedy wise, you could add that to it, right? Like,
oh yeah, all your soaps, everything.
A CBD component to it. I really wanted to hear about the essential oils though, because I have no knowledge on those, and I know a lot of people swear by them and stuff. This is the only thing I had in my house that's a topical. It's a CBD topical by Drizzle Dab. I won it somewhere. I haven't tried it.
So what do we got inside of that?
Let's see. It just says CBD pain cream, original, and then 500 milligram.
Yeah.
Organic or purified water, organic coconut oil, organic sunflower seed oil. Now, so these would be like essential oils, right?
Yep.
And then
Sunflower seed oil is like coconut oil, but it's made from sunflower seeds. Olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower seed oil. It's the oil extracted from the sunflower seeds.
It says cetearyl, CETEARYL alcohol. Interesting. Organic shea butter, organic cocoa butter, xanthan gum.
Yeah.
Organic essential oils, which that's kind of generic, right?
Yep.
Drizzle dab terpenes, organic apricot kernel oil, phenoxethanol, organic
As a filler.
aloe. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's just it's one word.
Yep.
Phenoxethanol. Yeah. Organic aloe vera, citric acid, topopherol, whatever that is, tocopherol. Interesting. Lactic acid. That's weird.
Okay.
Well,
I didn't know that was something that added to things. Benzoic acid, dihydroacetic acid, hemp CBD 95% organic, made in the USA. USA, guys.
So my thing with that right off the bat is I'm allergic to aloe.
What's up, Samuel?
And how far down was that aloe on the list? That was way, way, way down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, organic aloe vera is like more than 2/3 down.
You need 4 components for a skin lotion. Is that what that is? Is it just a regular lotion?
It's a pain. It's a CBD pain cream. So it's a topical.
So CBD pain cream. So there's a little bit of pain reliever in there. All organic. It sounds like there's a lot of ingredients in that you don't need. Not at all.
Oh, poop, guys. I meant to change the banners. Hang on a second. I messed up. Boop. And I never got this fixed yet, but we're going to fix this thing here. Anyway, that's good enough. But yeah, no, I totally agree. This is... I'm surprised it had all the ingredients on it, to be honest. A lot of within the cannabis community, you get a lot of generic packaging, sometimes that's not so knowledgeable on what's inside it.
Now, was that bought from a dispensary, or where was that? A local place?
I won this at an event.
Okay.
I don't know where you would get it otherwise, but Drizzle Dab is drizzledab.com. They had an event recently. It was a couple hours away, so I'm guessing that's where they're at. I don't know, but let's see. Pull up. I always tried to look at the history of the topic that we were discussing a little bit, and I looked up old wives' remedies. It finished it out as remedies. It didn't say tales. I always heard it as old wives' tales. But what was the other one? There's another way of saying remedies that like your mom would do, but just old wives' remedies is the way it came out. So it's weird. Let's see, 6 wives healing remedies that actually work. Ooh. Chicken soup fights the cold. Huh. I mean, that's probably... It's warm, salty fluid with will help hydrate and remove mucus. Yeah, okay.
Stop it. Let's just went another way with that one. Warm, salty fluid. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw your comment. I saw your comment earlier, Stoney, with that. Better not too fast. Hello, Heather. How are you tonight? Hey, what's up? So, hey, guys, anybody who wants to come up and talk about anything home remedy-wise, I mean, it's not just medicinal. I wanted to talk to Jason a lot about the food side of things because I might be getting ahead of myself here, but could you guys imagine a future where, and they're already building machines that you can give it a drop of your blood and it can tell you what all is wrong with you, or it gives you like a much more deep readout than what a doctor could. Now,
Right.
my mom immediately goes to the negative. I'm like, yes, mom, every single piece of technology can be good or bad. It can be exploited, right? So let's just go back to the what if we could do it for good, and they can tell you what's wrong with you, and then you could tailor your meal medicinally for that. I mean, you can do it now, right? But it's a lot harder to figure out now. You got to get a lot of tests done and all that. So what I mean is, eventually, the normal person, the regular person, will be able to use technology to tailor their meals to like whatever they're deficient in, whatever they need more iron in their diet or whatever it is, testosterone or something. So I can't wait for that day. But that's what I'm bringing it back to you, Jason, because you're a chef. You've owned a couple restaurants, right?
Yes.
So I mean, you have a passion for it. You have to know a little bit of nutrition, don't you, with being a chef, or is that?
Yeah, you definitely have to know some types of nutritions, here or there. If you have the passion for it and want to make sure that people are getting the best of your ability out of it. There's foods and drink pair well together. What weed pairs well together. What desserts pair well together. You got to go in all the new diets today. I'm on the Winnie the Pooh diet. I'm on the keto diet. I'm on the vegan diet. I'm on
Carnivore
the
diet.
eat only this diet.
That's what I tried.
So you got to cater to all these people nowadays. And if you don't know what the medicinal benefits are of certain foods, of certain diets and everything, it could really cause an issue. And like Melanie said, I'm on vacation. And the other day we sat down to eat dinner and she was like, oh my God, food makes you happy. And I was like, it does. Food makes me happy. And instantly your mood changes immediately. It is a medicinal effect. If you got great food, great service, it's wonderful. If you got great food, okay service, yeah, you're still all right. It's a medicinal effect when you're sitting down at a restaurant there. It's that euphoricness, the service, everything about it, the cleanliness, your atmosphere, all of that is providing an experience that you didn't want to cook at home that night. What did you want? You want to go out, you want to be catered to. It's a drug per se. It's a natural remedy, it's a healing ability. You don't want to deal with it. You want to heal. You want to go out and have somebody else cook for you, and that's going to heal you because you're not going to have to deal with it. And then you do have the healthy aspects, the salts, the sugars, the dietary aspects of it, definitely. But proportion-wise, that's what I live by. Proportion-wise, you can eat anything you want proportionately. If you want to taste a steak, go ahead. If you want to taste your pudding, but you're not supposed to have a whole serving of pudding, taste it. Get that sample in there. Yeah.
Stoney likes that salty mayonnaise. He just has a little taste.
No, look at here.
I was in the cooking business too for a long time, so
Oh, yeah?
I got my cook knives still. Anyways, I just ordered a large pizza. I'm gonna top it off with Jack in the Box tacos and drink it down with a beer.
But that has its effect. So we're talking home remedy, which doesn't necessarily have to be medicinal. But what you were talking about, Jason, is sort of. Oh, go ahead. You need to take
No, you're good.
Okay. But what you're sort of describing is the effects, right? So it has an effect on you when you're eating. Your whole body is going through like a whole chemical, breakdown, and like the whole factory gets moving, right? And everything inside is chemicals flushing everywhere, and you're either going to have a good time or a bad time depending on what's being fed, right? Now what Stoney's talking about is like he's going to have this such a full feeling that he's going to want to pass out in about a half hour after he eats it. And that has its moments too, right?
Yeah, it's called a food coma.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That is right. John, Dan says, "What kind?"
So we got a question over there, Waylon. Yeah.
Mucus and phlegm. We were just looking at that, you guys. Let me share my screen.
I have found that peppermint oil is a big one.
Oh, I like
essential oil. Use peppermint oil. Yep, honey tea.
Okay. The chicken soup kind of still deals a little bit with the mucus. I mean, having like, drinking like a warm tea or something that helps to break it up and get it moving. And like the next thing here was honey relieves the scratchy throat or cough. And I know honey does a lot of things. Honey extracts, uh, uh, what's the word? Infection too. If you have cuts and things like that,
Yeah, it does. Honey's
it's
an
good for that.
amazing thing. I can't believe how important bees are to
Yeah.
mankind.
Yep.
Hi Val.
Eucalyptus is a big one also.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus that has that antibacterial fighter in it. I swear by it. I really believe that eucalyptus does fight bacteria a lot. So
There's good bacteria too. Like I think our future, we have this whole, I don't know what you'd call it, the whole like wing of society that pushes kill all bacteria and germs. 99% kills this and that, or we want to kill it all. Instead of, I think what would be a maybe a better way to look at it is how do we foster the good ones? Like what's the stuff? And there's this show on Amazon my son likes called Fungus the Bogeyman, and it's in England, and it's about underneath the city of people, way underground, are these nasty looking creatures that are basically exactly opposite of us, and they live in the filth. And there's something to be said about your immune system when you're around that environments like that. Now, not everybody will survive, not everybody's immune system gets stronger from that stuff, you know what I mean? But
Right.
that's what's called not survival of the fittest, but natural selection would be that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's funny because some people actually should be dirtier, they just don't know it, or maybe as a society it's just not, it's looked at. And when I was overseas, they actually told us to not to use a loofah sponge and not to shower every day, because over in Iraq especially, there was 2% of the topsoil was human feces. So like like as a barrier or as a protection, you actually needed that little bit of dirt, just kind of the sweat and the dirt on you to kind of keep you.
I'm sorry, you said 2%. That's like 2% milk, almost away from whole milk.
2% of that whenever you
of the
step on the ground.
topsoil.
Yeah, which is like poofy sand. It's not even sand. It's like moon dust. When you step on it.
Fecal matter.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's why home remedies is something that we're talking about, dealing with things without being able to go to the big expensive hospital and have them shoot you up with all the drugs and just fix you or whatever. This is stuff we got to do at home to sort of combat things like infection and filth and whatnot. Honey's huge, you guys. Honey is so big for your throat, for cuts and bruises on the outside. Cheers, Macy.
What do you think about? There's oregano, there's rosemary, there's peppermint. There's so many different foods or spices that you can put into your everyday cooking that doesn't change the flavor at all.
Hi, Melanie.
Better or worse? Is it
Better.
okay?
Perfect.
Hi, Melanie.
Yeah. I mean, we could see you a little better if you tilt it down, but otherwise we're good.
Yeah, it's a tablet, and we're just kind of working with what I got right now. I can't find my headphones.
Oh, that's okay. You sound fine.
Yay.
But we love your face, so we got to see the whole thing.
Love your face.
That sound creepy? Does that sound creepy to you guys? I don't know.
We gotta see your whole
Little
face.
bit.
Yeah, we need to see the
I
whole
like
face.
creepy.
Hi,
I
Melanie.
appreciate
Hi.
the creepy in you.
Well, hi. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Hi.
I did something earlier, and I was like, that was a little creepy. I don't.
Listen to this quote. My grandma, a nurse, told me that if you've got the hiccups, plug your ears and nose and drink 3 big gulps of water. It literally works every time. So that's a little bit different. I've always heard, okay, drink a big glass of water, or
So
get
here's
scared.
what my
You guys
son and I do. And everybody's gonna say their remedy works every time, but ours literally works. So we just take a straw. You drink something. You like stand up. I feel like I have to do it. You stand like just upside down and you take a drink and swallow it while you're upside down. And it changes the breathing pattern, which is why we get hiccups. And then you stand up slowly. And usually you do that once or twice and they're gone. It
So
works.
basically,
See now,
So I think the standing upside down changes the whole, like, yeah, whatever.
so
Do what you want,
Ryan,
bro.
our friend from Australia, there, he swears by hitting a bong. Every time he has the hiccups, every time anybody that he knows has the hiccups, they hit a bong and instantly it's gone. I don't know if it's with the amount of air that you're intaking, what it actually does. And I've seen it actually work. I've tried it myself and it did work.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was a mind over matter thing or what it is.
I think it's got something to do with relaxing your diaphragm when you're smoking cannabis, and then you finally can relax the muscles that are agitated or whatever. I thought sometimes it's like your uvula. Something gets hung up on your uvula, that gets inflamed. You cough too much, and then you start the pressure in your stomach and it's like a valve,
Okay.
and you get the
I
hiccup.
feel like
You're
9 times out of 10, it's like when we eat too fast or drink too fast. I think it truly messes up, like you said, the diaphragm messes up our breathing pattern, and then our body's like,
Okay, yeah.
So
Right, you're like trying to catch up or trying to. It's kind of like if you're a man out there and you've ever worked on. Well, anyone. Sorry, that was misogynistic.
Whoa!
If you
She
worked
raised
on
her hand.
if you
I
worked
was
on
like,
an
oh,
engine
wrong show.
timing, I know. Well, I know Miss Mill is a mechanic, so I know women who are mechanics. So I do take it back. Anyone who's worked on an engine with timing, um, the timing gets off, and every now and then it'll fire, but the timing is like constantly trying to catch back up. It's almost like your airway is trying to reset itself. Or so yeah, I apologize, you guys. Don't send that to Ladybug, Megan Lynn. Okay. Elisa believed her. She on this fake account. She came up telling Elisa something, and Elisa was like, "Oh, I don't know him that very well." Lisa, you know what? I hope you were trolling them. So
I was
anyway,
just reading your latest post, Waylon. I got a little lost in it.
which
That
post?
comment was
Oh,
hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
Random. You can't be normal. And he goes, "Oh, that's his stalker."
yeah, she just was like copy and pasting. Like she doesn't really know the internet that well, so it's kind of funny.
That makes
like,
it even
it's her,
worse.
yeah, it's like her first time stalking someone on the internet. Like, hey, all right, girl, I took a picture today. I was like, I said, good luck. This is hilarious. So anyway, moving back to our topic here. What's a home remedy for stalkers? First, you get bear traps, and then no, actually, I will.
P-P-O.
I got you.
P-P-O. That's all you gotta do. Personal protection order.
Oh, right. But I went to the police station today, and they don't. That's not her. I don't think that's her whole name. Probably just middle name or whatever. Anyway,
That's
I filed a report just in case anything goes further. But I did look at myself on the internet, and my freaking address was online. The local newspaper had it up as like mortgage news, and I called and left them a message a couple days ago. And I looked today while I was at the police station, and it was gone. My name was there still, but they took the address off. Like, all right, little shits.
Well, shit.
That's crazy.
What's up, Redbeard? Come on up, buddy.
So your personal address was on there from the newspaper company?
All right. We're still friends, Elisa. Don't worry. What's that, Jason?
Your personal address was on there from the newspaper company?
Yeah, it was like, and this was on Google, where before you even click the link, just showing that little snippet of the ad saying it was like mortgage news or local realty news. It's like, are you kidding me? It's right there. I mean, there were other links that were like track Waylon Maccabee. Look at his, and it was showing like much older addresses, and I'm like, oh, that's fine, no problem. But now it's like, oh shit.
Well, that was really good timing. I ain't gonna lie. That pizza man just showed up. I felt a ripple in the force, and then I came outside, and there he is.
Boom.
A ripple in the forest.
What's up? What's up? So you guys, anybody's welcome to come up and
Right
talk
here.
about home remedies. We're not talking just cannabis, but Jason made a
Hey, how
good
you
point,
doing?
and that almost anything
good.
home remedy wise can be done better with some cannabis. So let me read this one. Neti pots will
You got that
clear
one
your
right there?
nose. You guys ever used a neti pot?
All right, All right, cool.
Hi guys.
There seems to be two cold camps: those who irrigate and those who don't. But a steam flush can do wonders for a mucus buildup. Okay, so this answers your question, Dan. If Dan's still here, neti pots are a way to hydrate and wash out the nasal passages. So yeah, I've never done it, but I've heard about it. I think this is where you you put like a cloth over your face or something, and then there's like steam coming up from the thing. So it says
It
this
was
is a
right here,
reasonable way to clear your mucus and hydrate the tissue. Nasal spray accomplishes the same thing and can do a little more comfortable for those skeptical of the pot. Okay, so yeah, basically nasal spray. Dan, just go get some nasal spray, buddy. But steamy water, I guess, is good too. Oh, we got the BBE up in here. What's up, BBE?
Oh, God.
I'm
That work.
drinking and I'm watching the trailer. What's
What are
everybody else doing?
what are your old wives' tales? Do you have any old wives' remedies? Do you like what do you do for like a mosquito bite at home? Do you just rub
I
Benadryl
don't
on
know
it,
about a
or
mosquito bite, but I know
what
my
when you get a
grandmother,
cold?
if I have
Go
a
ahead.
cold, she always told me to put Vicks on my feet with socks.
Hmm.
And it's always worked.
On the feet. Interesting. You do
And she
lose a lot of
always
heat through the
told me
feet.
that alcohol was the cure of everything. So that's about all the advice I
Okay.
have to give you today on this live.
Okay.
No, I've heard put garlic in your socks.
I figured I would
Yeah,
come and
it
support
pulls
for
the
5 minutes.
toxins out of your feet.
That's for a cold, or you mean like when
Yeah,
you're
just in general, it helps pull
sick?
toxins out of your body and everything. And
Hmm.
My grandma always
I'm
said,
pretty
just
sure it's
rub on your
garlic.
feet and then your cold will go away. Every
Interesting.
time I've
Well,
done it, it's gone away. So I don't know.
our
Maybe it's real,
grandmas
maybe it's
use Vicks
not.
for everything.
That's what I'm saying. My grandmother would use Vicks when I had a cut.
But what's
Yeah,
Vicks
my
made out
mom.
of?
Oh, for me, it's my mom,
Vicks
but
and
yeah,
Silverback.
it
Like
was all
petroleum
over my
jelly and shit, isn't it?
under my nose, all over my back. I hated that
Uh-huh.
shit.
Remember,
Yeah.
like, if you pop your fingers, remember what they would tell you? Oh, your fingers are going to be crooked. Actually, it's
Yeah,
good to pop your fingers because you're letting the air out of your joints.
yeah.
Old wives' tale.
Yeah, and that's
Back of the day.
that's something that this is good for
I
here,
mean,
guys.
I've
The
heard that.
CBD
I mean,
topical cream.
yeah, mom and dad put everything. My friend makes some allergy syrup.
Allergy syrup.
Wait,
Nice.
hey, don't be holding out on me when you know you my girl. Hold on,
But
Miss
she knows how I
Lopez.
am with my syrup. I'm like,
Miss
I'm waiting on a
Lopez,
delivery
send
right
me
now.
some.
I'm looking at this next one here, Mel. It says gargle salt water for a sore throat.
Yes, that
Yeah,
does work. It does work. If you really want to get rid of a sore throat, use a little bit of lemon, water, and honey. That helps with your sore throat. Because I'm a singer. That's all I said that. But I'm
I don't
I'm
know
looking
why.
at little
I don't
catches
know why.
comments.
I don't know why salt is so good. Like we use salt for a lot of like our uh sitz baths and all the Epsom salt. We use it for a lot of things. I don't
Onions.
know.
Our
Does anybody
body
know
is
why?
made of a salt. That's why.
Is that why? Like we're
Yeah,
just
our
missing it?
body has natural salts. That's why when we sweat, we taste salty. Like if you ever tasted your own sweat, you're
Oh, it's
naturally
a lot of salt.
salty.
Yeah.
Our
Oh,
body
it's
like
lovely.
needs
I love my
sodium, it
sweat.
needs that. But if you guys want like home remedies, the only thing I would tell you not to do, don't do any mugwort, belladonna, none of that stuff. Try to go if you want to go organic and like cleanse yourself, like make sure you research it. That's what I say.
Yeah, Jason's into essential oils, and I want to get more into those.
Peppermint is good for headaches.
Because you could use essential oils kind of like Vicks, right, Jason? Like, I don't know what Vicks is made out of, but like some peppermint or something,
Yeah.
you know, but a little bit of
Yeah,
peppermint oil probably
it's
helps open the airway.
Yeah, the
Right.
mentholyptus.
Yep.
PSA though on essential oils, a lot of them are poisonous to animals, even like your
Oh.
birds. If you have a bird, or having essential oils going in the air in a diffuser could kill them. So look up what you have if you have pets, because that's just
What she
you don't want to kill your pet.
Yep.
That too, and
Right.
they have food grade essential oils also that you can drip onto your food to make that smell different and to get the
Okay,
still
guys, I gotta get
the
off the phone
factors
and
of it.
listen to this really bad music. Okay.
All right.
Are you in a food truck right now?
She
I'm
is.
here at Friendly Valley. I'm not saying the music sucks. I'm just saying it sucks because I'm high. So I say it with love and respect. Like, you are great musicians, but this is not what I want to listen to when I'm stoned and smoking dabs. But I'm gonna smoke some more dabs. But you guys have a blessed day. I wanted to come support Waylon. Haven't seen you in a minute. Haven't seen everybody. So like,
Have a good night.
I'm
Yep,
still
yep.
here. You guys have a great night. Remember,
Bye.
Google your herbs. All herbs are good for you as long as you Google them.
And don't just pick them up anywhere, because it could be
Please
where a
don't.
dog walks.
Don't be like that crazy girl, Drea. Like, don't. Or what the fuck her name is. Don't be like that. You're gonna die.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
it
Okay, bye
crazy
guys.
girl.
Love y'all.
Bye.
When I was at the hospital, when I got tennis elbow and I couldn't move my whole arm, and she was telling me to like take ibuprofen and I was like, she's gonna write a prescription. I'm like, I don't take it. You can just save the tree that you're gonna write the prescription on. And I was like, and she's like, well, maybe some kind of oil. And I was like, infused. And she's like, she knew what I was talking about, but she's kind of like, that's not my specialty, so I can't say anything. She's like, and a lot of plants are poison. And I was like, I can guarantee this one's not.
Yeah.
Home things. Yeah. So.
But it's like when you go outside, you could be getting plants that some animal had like scat on or something. And
yeah.
I guess, I mean, even with my plants I'm growing with aquaponics, I wash them because it's, you know, it's fish poop, and it's also open air, which over time gets dog hair and whatever else, you know, floating around. And so Jason, do you wash your bud indoors? Oh, sorry, Stoney, go after.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. You wash your bud from indoor?
It depends. If I had any problems with it, any bugs, anything like that, then yes, I definitely do. If it was any types of signs of mold or anything like that, then I will do a quick wash. If I use certain nutrients, I will do a wash. If I feel like I didn't flush it long enough, I will wash it. You know, there's several different things. My outdoor, now that all gets washed. You know, if I'm using it for my topicals, my lotions, my bath salts, stuff like that, then no. If it's being smoked or being eaten, 100% guarantee it gets washed.
So, Kasia, I'm not sure if you saw the link there on Facebook, but I just sent it to your PM. So I'm gonna let you hop up before I walk away, but I need to let my dog out. She's freaking out at me. I guarantee you guys, when I let her out, she will start crying and whining in like 5 minutes.
Mine will go to the door and won't even walk out. All the time. He's got his own fucking door.
She'll just go out and stand at the front gate. Stand there. I'm like, oh, goodness. How about that? Old remedies for...
I can't see comments on there.
There haven't been any.
It's just the way the sun is hitting my tablet.
All right.
I have this, so we're good.
I'm trying to put them all up.
We good.
Let's see here. Turmeric for pain and inflammation. Huh.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good.
I wonder if you could add that to other things.
Well, you can put it in capsules.
Yes.
You can
turmeric is a big one.
Yeah, you can put it in capsules and just take it that way. It comes in powder.
Tony, what were you going to say earlier? Sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, so down in Mexico City when I was down there years back, topical stuff, the pharmacias, they would sell the cannabis and peyote infused topical cream. So you can get topical cream that have weed and peyote in it and cactus in it and like a couple other natural stuff. But the ingredients were real simple, and there wasn't like all that xanthium gum or any of that other,
Mm-hmm.
That I
phosphate
would do.
junk.
I've always
So
wanted to try peyote. I would try a topical.
so,
I would like.
but the amount of peyote in it is small. All right.
Yeah.
But it's just enough just to alleviate pain and stuff like that. You don't really
Right.
hallucinate.
Right.
And
No,
it
I'm
has
not trying to have
CBD in
full
it, you know. So, but
Yeah.
I've had
I
personally,
am.
I've had peyote and trip. So I mean, that's always
Well,
good.
so let me ask you. So I can't do like I can't do shrooms because I have pancreatitis, and that because it's it's poison basically. What
Oh.
can cause a pancreas attack? So, is peyote the same, or is that made differently?
So
I don't know.
peyote is from the ground. It's a button, comes from peyote flower. It's if you've never done peyote before and you can't do mushrooms because it's a fungus, you have a fungus allergy, it sounds like, or something. So peyote, I would do it like a very small amount. I say small amount.
Oh, look, it's. Oh my God. Go ahead, Stony.
Yeah. What?
Facebook should be flagging this immediately, right?
Oh, hi, Thomas. How
Right?
are you?
It's
How many
Megan.
accounts do we have that are after you,
This will
bro?
be number. Well, they get banned every time because clearly
Okay,
they
well, I
should be.
haven't blocked you, Thomas, so come at me. Let's do this.
Here we
All
go.
I'm saying
Let's
is,
go. Come on, Wayne.
Oh,
Tell
now it's
everybody
your
to
sister.
the
Go
on my
tell your
sister.
grandma to give me my strychnine back.
I thought earlier it was you commented to me that it was her or him that he beat you with his dick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You lie. You lie and you got caught, you little bitch.
Well,
oh,
that's
That just makes me think of the boys.
When was you court date?
For beating her with your dick?
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
The
it's
police-
okay. And I know it's
The
just
police know about it, and the police know about it, and they've taken all the pictures of her bruises. They did ask me how I did it, and basically I had her tied up to a mattress, right? And we dragged the mattress behind the car for a while. At first she was laughing and giggling. She was having a good time,
Wow.
right?
Hypothetically. Go on.
Well, she better give herself.
Can you send me a friend request, Thomas?
She better give her.
Please?
She's probably at home giving herself bruises as we speak.
But that's
I
why
got
said
something to help with them bruises. Right
Forget
here,
one
we
on the
have
head.
some THC infused brown sugar body scrub. This is 10,000 milligrams. It is a very great topical. Great body scrub. Really helps cover up the bruises very well. Varicose veins helps with that. Some scarring. It's just them home remedies will help cover up any of that road rash. You can use it on open wounds. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Have you heard of horse chestnut cream?
Yes.
Especially when
So with asthma,
dick beaten.
I'm going back to like the normal topic of not Thomas.
She's like, yeah.
Well, her name's
No.
Megan. It's Megan. But go
19
ahead.
minutes.
Okay, Megan Thomas.
Already?
No.
Horse chestnut cream. So like with my asthma and stuff, like
Oh,
sometimes like
gotcha.
I
Got
can't
you.
breathe
Mhm.
in the middle of the night and just standing. And it's not necessarily that like my asthma's acting up,
Right.
but horse chestnut cream, they give it to you for like varicose veins and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it on Amazon, and it helped with my migraines, like almost instantly helps my migraines go away.
It's just cream.
And
Like
it's just,
is there
it
menthol or
smells
anything in it?
fucking awful.
Oh, good.
No, it smells
like
terrible.
Feeling smells good. What the fuck?
But I didn't trust it, but my boss was like, I'm telling you, give it a try. Because I was like, I can't, like, the coughing, my chest hurt so bad, and it opened it up.
Okay. Do you use Epsom salt at all?
Sometimes, yeah. I usually will mix
So
that with this stuff. Whoopsie.
okay, muscle melt, 1,000
Hmm.
CBD. All right.
And then here they list everything that's in it. So I don't know if you can see, but they have stuff like the pine,
Okay. Yep.
but it's like
Nose
all
tablet
these different
overheated.
oils.
Waylon, you might want to kick that out. It froze.
I'll be back after it cools off.
So
Oh, or yeah, tablet got
Oh
it.
yeah,
no, it,
tablet
it froze
froze.
on a
Yep.
sad face.
Froze on sad face. You straight frown.
That's
Come look
right.
at this.
I took it off.
Oh,
Sorry.
we kicked her. He kicked you.
Hi guys. No sad face.
No sad face.
Wait, if I smile upside
Why
down.
did Stony leave? I wonder
Is
if
it
he thought
sad?
I was being
Yes, no.
I think he was
serious.
eating the pizza.
Oh, that's right. I
Stony.
thought maybe he couldn't stand the violence.
So with this Epsom salt, this is the foot soak that I use, and this has tea tree, lavender, lemon, and eucalyptus in it. And it's just Epsom salt infused, probably right around 1,500 milligrams per dose.
And that's mine.
You know,
Tell everybody that those are my things. Tell them.
they're Melanie's.
Per dose, like
But
what
it's
kind of dose would
per
you use?
dosage. So the whole bag we're using for per dosage is about a half a cup per bath. So it gives you that 1,500 full body relaxation.
I've done
And
that
I've
with
found,
lavender.
I've found out that with topicals and soaks and scrubs, you really need a higher milligram. You want way higher milligram than what you're intaking for edibles.
So what I said when I cut you off was that I've done that with lavender, just on top of what's the lavender? That lavender sort of just softens your skin, right?
It's good. It's a very calming oil too. They used to put lavender in tires. It's probably back in mid 2005, 2006. Goodyear come out with lavender inflated tires to help cure road rage. Didn't do enough. Wasn't cost efficient. There were some cities that really did adapt it. They were all their tire machines had lavender machines that was costing, instead of your $1.50 to fill it up, it was costing $5. And just so it wasn't cost efficient. Great idea, wonderful idea. But if you can have your lavender infusers, now they got car infusers and diffusers that you just plug right into your USB drive, or the used to be a cigarette lighter jack, AC jack, So, but the lavender is a very, very good for calming, good for headaches, putting it behind your earlobes, right underneath your nose, right on your temples. Just really good, bring you back to your zen. Pardon me?
There's nothing where you ingest lavender, do you?
There is lavender petals. You can eat lavender petals, yes.
You can make a lavender simple syrup.
Yep.
To put in lemonade. That's actually really good.
Lavender is a big one. It's a very, very big home remedy. It's in a lot of things. Even with shampoos and lotions and conditioners, it's really good for your skin, for your hair, all of it.
This says chili peppers are for pain and soreness. Interesting.
Yes.
Heating them? Or
there's heating them. There's crushing them down. You remember back in the old days, a muddler? How you put it into a wooden bowl. You're not really breaking it all up. You're turning it into more of a paste or a salve.
Sure.
Muddle it into that.
Is that
really
more
good
for the
with that, a little bit of water.
capsaicin, probably? Like the
Yep,
capsaicin
capsules.
chemical?
Well.
Yep.
Ginger for pain and nausea.
Mm-hmm.
These are home remedies backed by science. Shiitake mushrooms for the long game. I guess that's
Really?
it's a longevity thing. Yeah,
That
capsaicin.
and like lion's mane. Like there are a lot of mushrooms that
Tree natural fights infection. Yeah.
are really, really good for you. Where's
Yeah,
Tina? Mushy.
mushroom coffee and stuff. Yeah, mushrooms are becoming more popular too.
But not even the psilocybins, like not even the ones that make you trip.
Right.
Like
I know, like all sorts of different medicinal mushrooms now. Number 5, it says lavender for migraine and anxiety. So those are 2 things that I have. um, Number 6, mint for muscle pain and digestion.
See, I've
Mint is
heard
for
mint really good for digestion. I've never had it work really for the muscle pain, but the digestion issues it is really, really good for. So,
I've heard it was good for headaches, actually, mint, but that doesn't say that here. I'm also going to put mint outside with my plants to try to keep insects away.
Okay. Yep.
and
In your
lemon
regular garden?
verbena.
Yeah. What's that? It's my cannabis, yeah.
Lemon verbena is also a good one for
Oh, I thought you said
bugs.
marijuana.
Verbena. Verbane. Maybe I'm
That sounds
saying
right.
it wrong.
Fenugreek for breastfeeding. Huh. Never heard of that. Fenugreek.
Mm-hmm. That's how they make
magnesium-rich
the
foods.
mother's. It's also like the mother's milk thistle.
Oh, okay. This says, wow, okay, I didn't know we needed so much magnesium-rich foods for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a lot of magnesium, evidently.
But a lot of fruits and vegetables have magnesium, right?
But isn't magnesium what a laxative is made out of?
Oh, maybe too much magnesium? I don't know. Eucalyptus is on this list. Eucalyptus oil for pain relief.
So magnesium is in garlic.
So let me look at magnesium on here.
Plays many crucial roles in the body, such as supporting muscle and nerve function and energy production. Low magnesium levels usually don't cause symptoms. However, chronically low levels can increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis.
Studies show that almost half the U.S. population doesn't get their required amount of magnesium. So if you ever complained of these symptoms and got a slightly terse eat spinach response, what? In return, you know that it's not completely unfounded. Okay, so spinach, almonds, avocados, and even dark chocolate are all rich in magnesium.
Pumpkin seeds, cashews, peanut butter,
tofu, whole grain, fatty fish, all salmon, mackerel, and halibut. Bananas have magnesium. Okay, lentils,
avocado.
beans, chickpeas, and peas.
So a lot of it, cantaloupe, grapefruit. Yeah, so a lot of your fruits and vegetables do have magnesium in it. So the people that, and a lot of people are low, don't eat their fruits and vegetables. We all know it. That's why we got to take vitamins, because we don't eat our fruits and vegetables. We really don't. So, and that makes sense why the vegetarians have very high magnesium because they're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that. So
that could be.
There's also some drinks that are high in magnesium. You got your orange juice, your pineapple juice, your prune juice, all your fruit juices.
So that means prunes in general then, right? All those fruits would be.
Yep. Your honeydew, your rhubarb, your cantaloupe. So yeah, it's fruit in general.
So here's a word of caution. Make sure to use home remedies correctly. While most of these natural remedies don't have any significant side effects, they may be harmful if used in excess amounts. Certain people may also be more sensitive to dosage amounts. So if you're on any medications or live with the conditions that are affected by your diet or that's affected by your diet, talk to a doctor before consuming these foods regularly. Yeah, so like for instance, if you have high blood pressure and you're on medication for that, they do not want you to eat like grapefruit, because grapefruit also lowers your blood pressure.
Exactly.
Or no, I'm sorry. Stop. Do not take that, because it could be the other way around. I forget if it's for low blood pressure or high blood pressure. I'll look it up to be sure. But I know that's one of the cases where they tell you not to eat grapefruit.
Did you know that there's weeds that make your blood pressure and blood sugar drop?
So grapefruit does lower your blood pressure.
Yeah.
I'm high,
Yeah.
and I wanted to make sure I was correct.
They're saying that one single egg contains 212 milligrams of magnesium. Your daily intake is supposed to be 300 milligrams. So if you figure that into it, an egg and a half, then you get all your magnesium for the day. I don't know. There's so many ways, so many things that we have to monitor that we feel that we should monitor. Is that something that we need to monitor, our magnesium intake?
That's what I was talking about earlier. I wish there was some way to sort of like the nutrition label, but have a printout from some, stick your finger in the machine. Hopefully it doesn't cut it off, but you just get a little prick, maybe draw some blood. It tells you everything you're deficient on. And you're like, okay. And then it prints you out a diet. Yeah, I know it could work. People do that now. It's just longer term. It takes longer to create that list. That's all.
Yeah, Valerie, everything in moderation. That's what I say 100%. Everything in moderation. You can eat anything you want.
Like advertised towards though.
No.
Like everything is literally sugar and carbs. Carb overload, sugar overload, and lots of protein. Like who needs 4 patties on a burger?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But people do it because they like it.
It's a cup and a half of oatmeal is your daily percentage. Well, I don't want to eat a cup and a half of oatmeal. That's a lot of oatmeal. That's a lot of oats in your stomach that are expanding just with that water. Like that's
That's exactly right. What Melanie's saying. Like you just the foods are just so deficient now, and that's one of the signs of the failing like society, because all of our foods are becoming so hybridized that they don't have the original nutrients in them. Like a whole bunch of our vegetables are actually hybrids and stuff that we put together. And
right.
Let's see. Okay, we'll go back up here. Mint. I'm gonna look back at mint because I think it's got more.
No, he says now I'm hungry. I've been hungry for hours.
I haven't
just care about taste, not nutrition. Yeah, 100% with that.
Well, that and also there's 2 ways of thinking about food, especially if you start to look at centralized planning. Okay, they start thinking, okay, we need calories to the poor, we need food in the poor people's bellies, right? They don't say we need
the amount of food.
Nutrition, right? So what do? We grow soybeans and corn. Yeah, we make some fuel out of that, right? But we also feed a lot of animals from that. But what do we mostly do? We push cereal and crackers and breads and stuff that actually doesn't really have much nutrition. Or the corn itself, eating corn is so bad for you. The high starch, and we just keep pumping more and more of it out. I live in Illinois. The farms where there's like 5 to 10,000 of acres of corn, just as far as the eye can see. I'm like, you could sell almost all of that and keep like 100 acres, build a building and do it all year long, and grow everything. But no, their thinking is volume. I need this much land, and it's like eventually we won't be able to think that way. We're gonna have to go the other direction. But corn, I hate corn. I love it. It tastes good, but if there's nothing in it for you,
Well, it's like lettuce. It's mostly water.
Yeah. or celery.
You know, yep, celery. There's.
He just
That was an hour ago. We've been on here an hour and 5 minutes. That was an hour
She called
ago.
you out. She called you out.
Yeah,
And
I've been
cheese
she don't
cake.
hesitate. Okay. Come on now with the cheesecake. She said, "Here's a piece of cheesecake."
Just think about the amount of carbs
and
in
it
his
was.
meal just then.
Oh yeah, the bread, the hot dog, all of that, definitely unbelievable.
There's so many things about nutrition that even nutritionists don't don't
Don't
know. So like, I talked to some at the hospital when I tried the carnivore diet.
Oh.
Have you heard of this, Kasia?
Yes. Why did you do that?
What do you mean? Why did I do that?
Hi,
I mean,
here I
I
am.
heard
No,
of it.
here I am. That's
Hi.
fine.
Hi, Mel.
No, you're good. That's good.
Hi.
She kept moving over as you were moving it. So
Hi.
the carnivore diet, I looked into this, Kasia. This is the main takeaway from any diet, and I think Jason will agree. Every single person is individually different on how they react to all foods. So there are some people that literally digest vegetables with no issues, are like actually better and easier than other people, and then other people digest meat better. But as far as the carnivore diet or veganism or vegetarianism, basically the idea is what else you call it? Veganistics? I don't know.
Vegan is. I think just vegans. I don't think we're veganists.
Well, you call it vegetarianism.
Veganist.
I've never been called vegetarianism.
No, you'd be
I'm a
called
vegetarianist.
You're
I'm a
a
vegetarianist.
What do you call the act of being a vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian. I do vegetarian things.
I'm vegetarian. So.
But you eat chicken.
No, okay, so I'm only a half veg.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, she eats chicken.
I do eat white meat. I eat chicken breast and salmon.
Well, but that actually is more to the point, because you have specified your own diet. Oh, Jason, sorry. Let me take this out of your face here. You've specified your own diet, so to the point where you can eat a little chicken, right?
Yeah. Well, and like, 'cause I don't have a gallbladder, my pancreas can't handle a lot of fat, which red meat and pork has a lot of fat. And I already didn't eat red meat or pork for other. I don't know why,
right.
But
sure.
So now I couldn't if I wanted to, which I don't want to. But.
Sure. So getting back to the it's not necessarily about the carnivore diet. Well, no, exactly what you're talking about. The fact that you have adapted it a little bit since you thought you were a vegetarian, but now you're adding a little bit back. So back to the carnivore diet. The idea is you're cutting out all the garbage. Oh, I'm trying to answer your question, Kasia. So anyway, but no, she said, why do that? Well, the carnivore diet, I don't see it as a long-term thing, but some people actually do. I know for a fact at least one celebrity who's done it for years.
Yeah. Well, the Atkins. Yeah, it's so much protein. So our bodies.
Everything else, cutting out
our bodies. I was told. It was put perfectly to me by when I was working at a tennis racquetball club, and one of the trainers came over and we were talking, and they said, diet is a four-letter word. They said your body is like a car. You have your engine and you have fuel. Your protein is engine and your carbs are fuel. You need both for your car to go successfully. So to cut your body out of either one of them is not good. I drink protein shakes. I get protein other ways than meat. Because you need protein just like you need the carbs. So
there's different kinds.
And I was 256 pounds, you guys. I lost 119 pounds in less than a year. I didn't do it by starving myself. I did it by eating what I wanted. If I wanted a cookie, I ate a cookie. I just didn't eat the bag. That's the problem. Is we sit down with the bag of chips or with the bag of cookies. And we're like, and before we know it, they're gone, and we should have only had two.
Whole pot of honey.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh, yeah, the honey. Hi, Daniel. Yeah, well, the body doesn't really digest corn.
Yeah.
That's why you see it.
But yeah, no, you're right. And Jason was saying something about that as well, is that like moderation,
It's a confirmation.
But the thing about the carnivore
See them
diet
here.
was, let's see, Acacia said she's coming back, but the carnivore diet's funny because you cut out carbs, cut out all carbs, and the only way to survive that way is to ingest a lot more fat on purpose. And it was okay, and I did it for 3 weeks, so I feel like I see it as like a cleanse, a short-term cleanse. But the thing about it was, I started to, like, for the second day in, I felt great. The energy levels, the protein I was ingesting. But the other thing about it is you lose 70% of your appetite when you only ingest meat, because you're satiated longer, all that protein. But the other thing, go ahead.
I said, well, meat takes, I think, 5 days to get fully through your system.
But if you don't eat plants, you actually don't need fiber. And they did a bunch of tests on this where the fiber is actually for digesting the complex plant matter or the plant cells, because they're different than ours. So a lot of people, and it's funny because don't take my word for it. I actually looked into a whole bunch of doctors that were doing YouTube trials on this, where they were, recording themselves for whatever it was, 6 weeks, and then redoing like cholesterol tests and doing where like they actually scrape out the artery and everything. And because they were skeptical, they were like, "No, there's no way this is going to work. My cholesterol is going to go through the roof. My digestive system is going to suck." And actually, they had zero problems digesting meat when that's all they intook. But and the other thing is the cholesterol actually went down a little bit, because they took away all the other complex stuff that was getting in the way, and they were so surprised. But the thing about eating just meat and no carbs is the keto. So the keto diet is similar, where it gets you into ketosis, and ketosis is where you just convert fat into usable carbs, right? Or
you're shocking your body,
right? And it's the same thing, ketosis. But I don't know. I think everybody should try a little.
I think it's okay for a short period, like you said. A few weeks. I've seen like the Atkins. I've seen that work for people. They've lost weight. I don't think it's healthy to stay on. I think it's if someone wants to try it for a few weeks or a month, I think that's, like you said, more like a cleanse. But I've seen so many people. Yeah, not a doctor. But people have gotten kidney problems. They've had issues with their organs from eating so much heavy fats and meat and everything like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely bad or less clean meats, but then there's also this myth about eating too much red meat, you'll get a heart attack. Well, you can, yes, but you got to be eating like truckloads of steak, and some trust me, down Texas, that's might be where the myth came from, because you might see people down there eating, giant ass steaks and shit like that, but you got to eat a ton of meat for that to be a problem. But to your point, more dirty meat and like bad, like worse fats for you. Well, I mean, when you think about it, there's like lower grades of meat, but then there's also all the breading we add to meat. Everything's got to be dipped in bread,
fried, and on a burger, on a bread, yep.
Jason,
my question is,
go ahead.
We're talking about big slabs of steak and stuff like that. But they're not just talking about that every day. We're talking about pork. We're talking about bacon, ham. You can't. They're not talking about eating a steak every single day. They're talking about eating a quarter pound of bacon at breakfast. They're talking about eating a triple cheeseburger at lunch. They're talking about eating eggs, a slice of ham, your hot dogs, your this, this is 4, 5, 6 times a day is what they're talking about. Not just your basic 2 slices of bacon, a piece of ham, your BLT for lunch, and then your steak dinner. You're okay with that. That's not going to damage anybody. That's not going to give anybody a heart attack, as long as you're eating your other foods also. Your leafy greens, your fruits, your vegetables, getting your magnesium, but add in your home remedies to that. Add in your home diets. Proportion. It's huge. Stomach issues are a big one. You eat all this food and then you're sitting there miserable and you get ready to go to bed. Grab a mint leaf. Chew on the Andy's after dinner mint. That's why they put them on your pillow right before bed. It ain't just to have a snack. It's to settle your stomach right before you go to bed. You know, it's there to take that nerve off, take that edge, give you that euphoricness of that chocolate. You know,
And,
chocolate puts off the same
It's laughing.
yeah, as laughing.
I know what you were gonna say. It's laughing.
You know,
if you want to keep this PG, the same.
It's an adult show.
It's the same endorphins. Yeah, it's the same endorphins that are released when you laugh, which are also the same endorphins you release when you do other things.
Yes.
Oh.
But no, it's, you know, proportion-wise, home remedies, certain things.
We both we're waiting for a car to pull up. That's why we're both like
waiting for a delivery. I need my medicine.
I could tell something was going on. Yeah.
I know we're both like this.
I can hear you great.
You can hear me that well. It's okay.
Oh, I didn't know it.
I didn't even see that.
We've
Joe, I can't gain weight either.
What's that?
Joe says he can't gain weight for nothing.
Yeah.
I've tried several different ways to do it, and it just can't happen.
Yeah.
Everybody kept saying, "Oh, you'll get it at 30. Oh, you'll get it at 35. Oh, you'll hit it at 40. Oh, you'll hit it at 45." I mean, I'm still the same ever since 19, 20. You know, I dropped some weight when I had my drug addiction, yes, but when that was over, it gained a little bit back, and I've been the same ever since.
What would you say is a equivalent? Would you say that herbalism, quote herbalism, or like there's shops out there that do like an herbal remedy shop? That's a lot of home remedies, right? You can study like there's whole books on herbalism and stuff. I mean, but we were talking about remedies that aren't just I guess we did. We mentioned hiccups and stuff like that. There's other remedies that aren't just medicine or
Hey, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
Well, exercise.
Yeah, well,
exercise is a big one.
Right, yeah.
Exercise is a huge remedy. You know, for a lot of people, it clears the brain. Think of what going to the gym does for you. You know, it lets them endorphins that euphoric. You get a lot of people get a drug. It's like a drug to them. They have to work out. Working out before you go to bed. Working out first thing in the morning. There's benefits. There's natural remedies for, you know, healing abilities from it. So
you really do feel better when you start to exercise. I don't get enough of it these days, but need to change that, right, baby?
Most of us don't. Even those of us, even when we're active, it's still not what we're supposed to be doing, you know. And we think, oh, but I've been active. That's not. We're not activating the muscles and the things that we should be for our health, you know. So
that's why. Okay, so this kind of ties in.
Hi, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia. This kind of ties in a little bit, guys. I'll let you. We can wrap this up in a minute, but my whole idea, my end goal idea, and I'm 100% fine with talking about it, because guess what? If you want to take it, go ahead. You want to take it, go ahead. Anyone here can take it, because as much food as I can ever grow, there's always going to be a need for other people to grow, right? Unless I'm some factory farm where I'm just like trying to corner the market on one thing or whatever it is. So, but the point is, right? Like, I guess I can imagine a scenario, okay? But for
Lisa, that's how I eat. I don't have an appetite without weed, or excuse me, it's not even weed, without edibles. I'm waiting on my syrup now because I want to eat, but I'm not hungry, and I'll get sick if I force feed myself. So, it's sad, but I have to have edibles to eat.
That's crazy. I have to smoke to eat, but I definitely I get like hunger pains when I'm hungry, but it's like a hunger pain where there's nothing that sounds, you don't want to eat. It's weird. You know what I'm talking about?
That's kind of, well, with me, it's, I guess we're talking medical a little bit. With me, it's with the pancreas and how much pain I've endured from food. It's almost an aversion. They have it classified as anorexia, but it's not anorexia nirvana, which is like what they call the little girl, like I want to be skinny. It's just that my body doesn't want food. I don't want to feel it in me, and there's an aversion. There's a little bit of a fear before I eat, because it's like, is this the meal that's going to put me back in the hospital? You know, and so.
See, that's where mine comes with remorse eating. Like, I'll spend $100 on a dinner, and I'll be walking out the door like, what the fuck did I just do that for? Why did I just eat 5 full meals?
He does like food.
When all I needed was, a basic serving. But, nope, I want pancakes, I want French toast, I want a steak, I want this, I gotta have the appetizer, and I eat it all. That ain't the problem. But it's the remorse behind, afterwards.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, I'm gonna come back to this carnivore diet one more time. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I do want to stick up for it a little bit because some of the findings that they found. So I talked to nutritionists. They're like, well, how are you gonna get your vitamins, right? That's what you think immediately. Well, how are you gonna get any vitamins? Actually, they find there are trace vitamins in meat, and especially, and this is the extreme carnivore diet people. They go into the organ meats. And they'll eat the heart and liver and lungs and all this crazy stuff, and that's where there's even more concentration of it. But there's a whole bunch of nutrients. There's micronutrients in meat.
Yeah, some of them won't let him. Sorry, he had to.
Here, it's okay. I get it. Gotta. Doors ringing. Hi, puppy.
Scooby, would you like to say hello to the people? He's like, no. He's like, no, I'm out of here.
He answered you. Yes, that's funny.
Yeah, no.
Nope, no thank you. No cameras, please.
Yeah, food is a big thing in our lives, especially in America. In other countries, it's not. It's you eat what you need, and because it's survival. But like I was saying earlier in the comments, us Americans, we are like, fuck it, feed my sweet tooth, feed this. You know what I mean? We want to feel full. We want to get that nasty feeling, and that's just, we don't need it. None of us need it, and we've all gotten more like, I have to have it.
Right. It's actually been shown to be good for you to let yourself feel that hunger feeling.
That's when you're burning calories. Is when your stomach is doing.
Correct, but also there's a chemical released in your body that actually how do I put that? Elongates? No, it extends your life. It actually extends your life. Yes, and it's made for when you are in starvation mode. In not getting any food, it's supposed to help you, and people do it on purpose, intermittent fasting and stuff like that, in order to get that chemical being made or whatever. It's weird.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Jason about this though, so I'm gonna wait a second on it.
He's right here.
It's okay. Dakota's here.
Hello.
I don't know who you're talking about. Talking to Dakota.
Neither do I. No, I was just saying I'll take it.
Too bad. Too late.
Oh, we didn't get to.
What did Dakota take it?
I don't know. Dakota came in and said, "You're so right. We don't know who it's to, so we're both trying to take it."
I'm taking it.
No, you weren't even here.
Oh.
Oh wow. He wanted to. So I'll just wrap this up. So they found traces of vitamins in meat. And what happens is when you don't eat anything else, your body actually is way more efficient with the
absorbs.
Right, and so when you eat, and you know this, I'm sure, when you eat certain foods, it bonds with certain vitamins and flushes right out of your system. So you could be eating what you think is a healthy meal, and you might actually be eating two foods that could bond and flush out. Tortilla. I heard the only one I remember is
we've been talking about that.
Go ahead. Sorry. The tortilla.
Dakota said the carnivore diet. I was just telling her we were talking about that.
What is it? Tortillas, I guess, flush out vitamin C.
Fuck this company. You guys didn't give him anything free for being a new patient.
No discount or nothing?
Well, I mean, I only order from them, excuse me, on Fridays because it's 40% off. But we had him do it.
Only got 40% off.
Well, I mean, we pay 30% tax. That's basically just the tax.
Only got 40% off.
This is my medicine.
Find you a veteran nearby.
Right.
It's 10% more.
1,000 here. Where is it? There.
Somebody did not start by the body.
That's THC, boys. It's not CBD.
Oh no!
No, this THC.
These the real stuff, man.
It's a THC diet. I'm a fan of that.
But
fan of the THC diet.
Oh man.
Oh, this fucking! I just got this one today, Layla. It smells straight lemon. It's White Widow. It smells just like lemon. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Let's have a smoke real quick.
Yes,
I have 2 points left to make, and I can let you guys go. Dakota,
He's ready to
my truck. Well, no, oh wow. Oh my.
Jason has to compensate for other things.
Do you beat women with that?
I get. You know what he does? Look. Ow. California laws are strict. Your ass would be in prison. I got a scratch on I woke up with a scratch on my nose. And then on video. Well, I just shouldn't have said that on video. Shit, I could have proved it. Hi, Ruckus.
Ruckus Van Dyke.
Ruckus Van Dyke.
You're late. Where you been?
Working? No, he works third shift.
Oh.
That's a hell of a spliff there, Jason.
Yeah, these are the supernaturals. You get the Element Big Boy Roller. You know, that way you don't have any problems rolling it. And you get the raw supernatural papers. You got a big boy job.
Why?
You've been on my show at 9 o'clock. How long do we sit there? How long do we smoke?
Smoke that, right? I get that. Okay, that's good. That's a good reason. Now, I counter that with about a third of the way through. The rest of that is just isn't it gonna get thicker and thicker and more caked with resin all the way through it?
You just gotta roll it properly.
Caked with resin is good.
Yes.
But and
like
this will be for Monday.
I've seen those. I went to an event once and somebody was passing it around, and it was rolled so terribly that it felt like a wet noodle. And you had to use like.
Oh, disgusting!
Try to hit it. No.
Hit you harder. I know mine won't break, so I hit you harder.
But
no, why do you flinch?
So that one's already packed.
This one's already ready.
He rolled that one. That one is actual papers.
It looked like it was empty, but
no, my cone is empty, but he rolled that one with his little roller. The one that's definitely not made in China. You guys, we open. I did not say this. It's in the direction. You open it up, and the first thing it says is, "This is," and then capital letters, "not made in China." And I was just like, holy shit, okay. Like, they really want you to know that it's real American metal and vinyl. Yeah, I don't make this shit up.
That's awesome.
Not made in China and not made with plastic.
Not plastic.
But look how dark and big the knot in China is. That's even darker and bigger than the knot in plastic.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
Yeah, because they're using the China logo, made in China, right? And they're not.
Right? They're like, the fuck we are. They just want you to know where it come from.
All right, Waylon, we do gotta get out of here and get our show started, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. The last thing I was going to tell you was my plan of like the nutrition farm to table. But we were talking about exercise and how we need to exercise, right? Well, my thing is like why we're wasting that power, and we need to. So eventually, I want like a restaurant, not a restaurant, but like a farm indoors with exercise equipment. And the exercise equipment will pump water through the system, also generate some electricity, right? So you're actually gaining,
kind of cool.
You're getting some of that back. But imagine like, I don't know if you've ever been to like a Gold's Gym where you have the upper level. You have those people up there on bikes or whatever and overlooking the farm. So you then have that symbiotic relationship, all this oxygen being made. You're pumping.
Yeah, the CO2 coming in. Yeah.
Yes, and it would just be
sweat dripping on the plants. That'd be fantastic. I want that tomato.
Well, you're not going to be on top of the plants.
I know, I'm kidding. No, I like it. I like how the machines would run it. That makes 100%.
it wouldn't have to run everything, even if it was just whatever you could get out of it. But it's not being wasted. Like we waste it by going to exercise randomly. Like we should be gaining that back for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, yeah. All right, guys, it's been fun. This is you know, we didn't get too much into the edibles and stuff, but we might do a specific one on that sometime. On the highest highs and the RSOs and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Do some more.
I think we hit a pretty good topic. You know, it's a pretty big one that could branch out. You know, with the edibles, tinctures, topicals. You know, and then again, just with the essential oils and everything, would be a good one to actually show how to make them and things if we want to get down into live shows with doing it in the kitchen or whatnot. So.
Yeah, guys, this is just this is our first few months into this these topics, and we're gonna hit them hard and hit them again. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. And we didn't get into cinnamon, Jason.
Cinnamon's a great one.
We never got into cinnamon, but that's okay. Appreciate everybody stopping by, you guys. We'll get the outro going. Thanks a lot, everybody. Episode 11.
Drink your syrup.
Awesome.
Take your dance.
We got
Home Remedies, guys.
From the 42710 family. Thanks a lot, you guys, for showing up.
Always,
buddy.
Thanks for having us.
It's the ones who show up, you guys. All right, everybody. It's been fun.